Okay. I don't need this one right this second. Good morning. See if anybody joins us. It's raining out here, y'all. See this? I had no idea, but I have to come outside. Let me turn the volume up. Grand Rising. I wanted to come on here because good morning, Don La Vega. I wanted to come on here because I had a great idea. What's up, Jerron Miller? Kathy B. You wish it was raining? Oh no, it's cold. I got my big coat on today. It's cold. And cold and rain is not a good feeling. I'm telling you. Trust me, you don't want this weather. But y'all, I have a great idea. I mean, I already told y'all some of y'all this idea already. But it's time to put it into action. What's up, Ramses? It's time to put it into action. Okay? They are shutting down again. What's up, Nisha Marsh? You should be getting your package today because the two other people that ordered got it already. What's up, Ataka Zulu? So yeah, I told y'all this plan already. Reign Victorious. I want to do the black HSN, but so it's gonna be cool. Buy black only. Now, I started reaching out to a few people already that I want to be featured on here. I'm trying to hit all points, y'all. Everything that we need to purchase. What's up, Margarita? I didn't miss nobody, right? Yeah. You say yes, I'm waiting. Okay, it should come today. So I'm trying to hit every point of everything that we need. Hygiene, food, clothing, shelter, good credit, sex, good sex, and some miscellaneous stuff. Did I hit everything? Health, certain things in health, accessories, for women. Like I said, I got some men. Papa Soul Searcher. I don't know if you on here. Hey, Leonard Green, but he has an online shop. A couple of other of you guys said you were working on some businesses. If you will be ready by then, I would love to have you on there. If you don't want to join the live stream, I am going to support all these businesses that I am featuring. Okay? Listen to what I'm telling y'all. They cannot turn me down. Either way, it don't matter. If they don't feel comfortable or they're too busy to promote their business, like add themselves to the live stream and do like a live promotion, I will do the promotion for them. Because my thing is this. Everybody wants to complain that we are still supporting other businesses, but we don't have a full view of how to support black businesses. It's like in pieces. Or like you don't know if it's vetted or not. Me supporting them is the way to vet it. You know what I'm saying? That's my okay. Like, okay, I tried it out. I'm going to support it. Now, there's some that I already supported that I'm already going to promote regardless. But there's a few that I was looking into this morning. I'm going to see what y'all saying in a minute because it's cold. I got to walk across the street. The comments don't pop up all the time. But anyway, so I found a couple of black tissue paper companies. One of them, actually 3. One of them, I don't know if they're in business right now because of COVID. That's Freedom Paper in Maryland. But then I found 2 other black-owned toilet tissue companies. And I feel like now is the time for us to pay attention to this shit. Because, as you know, they are shutting down again with COVID. And they're starting back with the bars and lounges. But who's to say they're not going to shut it down completely again? Remember, nail shops, beauty salons, barbershops, things that we need to groom ourselves, all the beauty supply stores. We have to have a better account on how to support black businesses, because even for me, it's not easy. I told y'all, I don't know how to find a black girl in New York to do toes. I know a bunch of them that do nails. I don't know who does toes at the end of the day. And so I end up going back to the, not Asians necessarily. I have after pandemic, but I also want to be more intentional and supporting black people. So let me see what y'all saying. The comments take forever to come up. Thank you, Kathy B. Said sounds good. What up, Papa D? Rain Victorious, you said that's a great idea. That's that dude says, can you show us the city? I'm not working today. Today's my day off. I could have worked, but I have an appointment at 2:30. They gave me the Sunday to Thursday schedule, but then they tried to say yesterday, can I work this weekend? But I mean, I could work tomorrow, but not today. I already had something to do. You know what I'm saying? And this is very important. I'm manifesting something here. And if this shit don't pan out, I'm telling y'all right now, it has to pan out. Anyway, can I flip the camera? I can. I'm by my mom's. Let me see what y'all saying though. Hey, author Empress Simone. You too, sis. You can also promote some black businesses. If you know of any, you have your books. You have like you said, somebody, what you said, your godmother does the readings. Anything that has to do with black businesses. You understand what I'm saying? This is the dirty subway, okay? This is the F train, 179th Street Station. Okay, a lot of places in Queens don't have the subway though. They gotta take the bus. But this is like a main area. A lot of buses come past here. Yeah, I mean, I was about to go to Dunkin' Donuts and get some coffee. You hear the train under here. I'm sure it's some rats under there. Actually, no, I never seen a rat in this area. It's funny. I never actually saw a rat over here, but like down Jamaica, yes. There's definitely a lot. This is a little market. My feet are getting wet. I don't know who told me to come out with these slippers, but yeah, I played myself, and I didn't feel like going back upstairs. I didn't know it was raining today. But yeah, this is it. See this bus stop. A lot of buses. Can I pan in? Y'all like this tour? Y'all want me to try to walk by where Trump came from? Nah, that's too far. Jamaica Estates is all the way back in them hills somewhere, and I can't walk that. I need a car to go up there. Let's see. What else do I want to see? There's nothing over here. On the other side of Hillside, that's where it gets a little more hood. This is the good side. This is the bad side. Well, it's all bad. Fuck that. Fuck New York. Oh, I'm not supposed to be cursing. Excuse my language. This is the liquor store. It's already open. What time is it? What time? It's still breakfast. It's breakfast time. It's breakfast time in the city. And these niggas is drinking already. They drinking already, y'all. Alright. I passed Dunkin' Donuts. That guy is out here every day. Hold on. I'm about to pass him. He asks for $1 every day. And I turn him down every day. Oh, man. Okay. That's him. Check cash in place. Okay, I'm pinning the camera back to me. It's nothing going on out here. Let me see what y'all saying. Whew, it's cold. Hey, Black Love 17. Right. Thank you, Lenny Green. It will pan out. I lit my candle. This morning. So I'm feeling good. I'm just saying. I don't need to say that. Shit is going to work in my favor. Yes, Hillside Avenue. Oh, Adrian Davis says my home. You said it really has changed. Yeah. Oh, y'all love the tour? Yes, I'm in Queens. This is Jamaica, Queens. Not South Jamaica. South Jamaica is going towards St. Albans, like I showed y'all in my previous video. This is Jamaica, like going towards the other side of Queens, like Forest Hills, Jackson Heights, going towards the city. This is going towards the city, and like going back the other way is going towards Long Island. So I don't know. I'm trying to give y'all the best description. But one day I'm gonna keep doing these tours, little mini tours, because the job that I have, actually I'll be floating around. So I'll be in the city this week, but next week I might be back in Queens, I might be in Brooklyn. They said they might even send me to Staten Island, but that's a dub. I'm not going to Staten Island. No, but they pay for the transportation. I want to get in more details with y'all about what I'm doing, but listen, it's crazy. I'm learning a lot about what's really going on, and I'm telling y'all, now's the time for us to focus on us. Fuck the bullshit. I love talking, but it's time to really put shit into action. I'm about to support these black businesses, all of them that I wrote a list already of some businesses that I am going to support as soon as I get my money between this week and next week, so that I can promote these businesses. Yeah. Like I said, I'm trying to get real estate agents. Y'all can help me too. You can also promote people in your community, because, you know, y'all need that too. That's how it spreads. It can't just be me in one place. It has to be all of us collectively. I can't be the only one supporting black businesses only. Y'all not gonna do that to me. You dig? Sorry. Damn, people just be trying to run you over on the street. It's not even that serious. It is not that serious. I keep passing Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not in the Bronx. You are a rose around all that concrete. Thank you so much. You saw what I just did? Thank you, Rain Victorious. You said give us a tour of Queensbridge housing projects real quick. That's not real quick. I'm not that close. And I'm not driving. So if I get on the train, it'll take like 20 minutes from here on the train. Yeah, listen, it's just another brown project. I don't know what you want to see, but I will take y'all there one day. Actually, yeah, I'll definitely take y'all there soon, actually. Paul Gray says, later this afternoon, the rain should be ending, perhaps by 2 to 3 p.m. I live in Prospect Heights, Brooklyn. Oh, okay. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, Wayne Robin from Houston. Thank you for tuning in. Leonard Green says, I would rather work for minimum wage than to beg for $1 every single day. Yeah, but because this is a high traffic area, some of these people, he probably don't have his citizenship. He's probably, you know, here without papers and don't have many options. So that's what they do. Every single day. It's not been one day that I have not seen him since I've been back in New York. Oh my God. Whew. You said, Aaliyah, where is FBA mostly populated? Hollis and South Jamaica. I don't know the census on that, to be honest with you. I really can't tell you that. It's so many Caribbean, black Americans, Caribbean people that live in America or live in Queens or live in New York. You know what I'm trying to say? I told y'all, certain areas of Queens is populated with more a certain demographic of Caribbean than others. So like Cambria Heights, I used to live in Cambria Heights. A lot of Haitian people live there. Jamaican people too, but a lot of Haitian people live there. Laurelton, a lot of Jamaican people live in Laurelton. But it's Caribbean people all throughout Queens. I feel like a lot of FBA people left New York. I would say Queens has too many Caribbeans for me to answer that. If you want to take it to Brooklyn now, Brooklyn, Harlem probably has a lot more FBAs. Bronx, more FBAs. But they have Caribbean people too. Flatbush, Brooklyn has a lot of Jamaicans. I can't tell you those numbers. I don't have the data on that. I'm telling you, in my real life, when I meet somebody that say they straight American with no Caribbean, I be like, what? Say what? No, let's break this down to make sure. And then sometimes you'll find out there is a little bit of Caribbean somewhere. So we gotta stop being like this. They are mixed up. We are black people at the end of the day. Seriously. I'm just saying. Yes, a black QVC up is a job. You still working on it? Yes, I'm definitely doing it because I don't work on Fridays. I'm about to get my MacBook with my first check. I don't care. I'm buying my MacBook so that it won't be none of these issues with the sound and the shit dropping and all of that. Then I'm going to purchase items from each of these businesses so they know I'm for real. And yeah, that way I know what I'm working with. I'm not just promoting shit just because, oh yeah, it's black owned. No, you got to be black owned and you got to live up to the standard. Because I went to one black owned company's page and they was sold out of everything. I'm like, what the fuck? And it was nice pieces, like nice jewelry pieces, handmade. Shit that a lot of females will want. That's, in the pro-black community, the little Afrocentric earrings and stuff. Beautiful stuff. And it wasn't cheap. Everything was sold out. I'm sitting there like, well, I don't know what to feel about this. I just don't know what to feel. I think it stopped raining and I'm holding an umbrella for nothing. You said, Kathy B said, I support black businesses online and some food places. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, we try to do the best we can, but it's not always that simple. And depending on where you live, it's not that simple. In this particular area, no. It's Indian, Mexican, Chinese. There's no American spots over here. There's no American restaurants in this area. Not one. Not even just like a regular diner. Not like a nothing. But when you go to like St. Albans, Lawton, you'll find a soul food restaurant. You'll find a black-owned pizza shop, something. They have none of that over here. So if I'm hungry on the streets, I guess I'm supposed to starve because it's not a black-owned business. And if that's the case, and if that's the standard that I'm supposed to be held to, then I'm going to need a better outlook on my options for black businesses. Y'all feel where I'm going with it, though? You said, like, where do you feel FBA presidents the most in Queens? I don't. It's mixed in. I would say South Jamaica, probably. Yeah. Even in Hollis, it's a lot of Caribbean people. I can't tell you that, FBA Nigel. I'm really thinking about it. Even from me growing up as a child, a lot of people are either Caribbean, and the ones that was from down south went back down south. They left. A lot of my high school childhood friends went back down south to live. So, and then I had friends that was half Jamaican, half American. One parent was FBA and one parent was Jamaican. So it's different in Queens. And a lot of American people want to be Caribbean because there's so many people around them is Caribbean. Nisha Marsh says, I go out my way to shop at a black-owned beauty supply store, but we all have to work together. It's biases on both sides. Thank you so much for that, Nisha Marsh. We got to do a better job because even when I was in Houston, now I was only in the southwest. I was in Southwest Houston, and I found one black-owned beauty supply store, but it was very small in comparison to the fucking Asian beauty supply stores. Got the whole damn block. They got the whole, like, look, boom, I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to give y'all a prime example of what I'm talking about. The Asian beauty supply stores will be like this shit across the street that say now hiring. That used to be Burger King. That'll be the beauty supply store, right? For the Asians. Then when you go to the black owned shit, on some real life shit, you go to the black owned shit, and I'm gonna find a business just to show y'all what I'm talking about. Boom. Because it's right here. Y'all see this T-Mobile? That'll be the black owned business. You understand? Or smaller than that. Smaller than this. Storefront type shit, right? But they got the whole shit over there. The whole damn block. And am I fucking lying? Am I lying? So, and then, not to say that because it's small doesn't have things, but then it is limited. It is limited. Let's be honest here. Even, it's an Asian beauty supply store on this block. It's limited. I don't fuck with them like that. They don't have nothing. I was going out of my way to go to Hollis because they was owned by, like Arabs that own the bodega. So I felt like it was better. But it's still not black owned. And then when COVID hit, hold on, I'm in the store. Did I skip this guy? When COVID hit, that made more stores close. So there was another black owned shop in St. Albans. They closed. They haven't been open since COVID hit. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I've been to let me see what y'all saying. You said then if we all black, why is whenever some negative stuff happen or they claim bad culture, they put it on FBA and NYC? Because again, that's what the Caribbean people gotta understand. They don't see you as just Caribbean. You are black American. If you live in America and your skin is black, you're black American. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they're not gonna identify them as, oh, this Jamaican person. No, this black man. Come on now. How you doing? Can I have a medium coffee, light and sweet, with half and half, please? And I want a corn muffin, toasted with butter. Okay. Let me see what y'all saying. Are you considering making your own business after you save up? I would love to see that someday. Yeah, I do have my own business. It's very small. Very, very small. But I'm working on it. Y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to pay for my coffee and then I'm going to read y'all comments. I hope I have money. Okay. I'm about to say, oh, shoot now. That sounds like a segregated city to me. Jamaica, Queens, Chinatown, etc., etc. It is. We have a Chinatown. Not only do we have one in Manhattan, we have one in Queens, Flushing, Queens. Thank you. I'm talking about everything is written in. Actually, it's not Chinatown. It's Korean. My mother told me it's Korean. But I'm sure it's Chinese businesses within there too. But I don't know the language, so I don't fucking know. I know they all chinks. Excuse my language. Paul Graves, FBA is Foundational Black American. Just a fancy word for African American. Yeah. Yes, there needs to be more of an abundance of black eateries and stores in all areas. Exactly. Yes, they're saying Foundational Black American. Black Love 17 says, by the way, yesterday you were saying Kmart was gone. There was a famous brand shoes. Is that going too? Yes. I ain't seen no famous brand. DSW is still open. That's mine. DSW is open. What else? A lot of those restaurants are closed. Yo, this thing the mask makes my nose sweat. Oh God. A lot of those restaurants were closed yesterday in the city. Again, I have not been to that part of the city in a minute. We went to Harlem, so that's uptown. That's you know, where the numbers go up. Uptown starts in what? Where's Black Love 17? Not Black Love 17. Off the Empress. You from the Bronx, so that's going uptown. Where does it start? Like 116th, 110th, 110th Street and up. So I was in Midtown on 34th Street. So that's a big difference. You understand? So I was right by Madison Square Garden. I should have showed y'all the garden. But I'll probably be there on Sunday too. But yeah, so a lot of them restaurants was boarded up, closed. I was Googling like restaurants so I could eat for lunch. Even though they have a lot of restaurants in Penn Station, I wasn't really feeling the vibes. So I was like, oh, let me go outside. Should have never went outside. A lot of them shits was closed. Hooters, closed. What was it over there? A pizza shop, closed. It was quite a few things I saw. I was like, God damn, yo, the city is really fucked up, y'all. Like, and then I was watching a video that came out 2 weeks ago where they were saying that the landlords in New York City is suffering because they still have to pay their property tax and their mortgage, and there's a rent freeze for some of their tenants. And people's in the comments clowning like, oh well, good for y'all. You wanted to boost up the rent, make it hard for people. Now when all those people that was paying them ridiculous rents is leaving New York, now y'all sitting there crying. And then that's not gonna change anything, because being that the property tax is already high and that's not changing, what's gonna happen is it's gonna be like Detroit again. So if Reem the Dream is tuned in, or if he sees this, he took to offense that I said New York City is the new Detroit. You shouldn't take offense to that. I'm being honest because I love Detroit. What happened to Detroit shouldn't have happened. Just like what's happening to New York, it shouldn't happen, but it's happening. It's definitely gonna happen. They're gonna start abandoning their properties. You know what I'm saying? Not paying the taxes. People gonna be homeless. People's gonna leave New York eventually. Over these next 2 years, watch how many people leave New York. Cause I'm a trendsetter, and I'm telling you, just because I'm fighting so hard to leave, and other people were so like, you're leaving New York, they gonna be the same motherfuckers going before me. Watch this. I'm putting it out there. All right, y'all. I'm gonna see what y'all saying in the comments in a minute. I gotta get indoors because my feet is getting wet, my head is getting wet, and my hands are full. Lennon, the slumlords are suffering. Oh well, the tenants are suffering trying to pay sky high rent. This is what I'm trying to say. Damn, I want y'all to watch that video. I don't even remember what news site that was from, but I was reading all them comments. It was thousands of comments too. I was just like, yes, finally, rinse this shit of all the slum shit, okay? 4,000. People was like, yeah, 4,000 a month for rent. For what? A shoebox? A shoebox? What's that, Neek Emerald? Like, literally, when I see how the apartments was constructed in Houston, as opposed, and that was a newer apartment, but still, as opposed to even the newer apartments here in New York, they make the closets tiny. Like, you can't fit nothing. Nothing. You can't fit your half of it, not even half of your wardrobe in there. Seriously. So what do? They put all these storage places around New York City. Because people with apartments can't keep everything in their apartments because it'll be cluttered. Who the fuck wants to live like this? I'm trying to tell you. Who? Aaliyah, you heard another rapper, Mo, was killed down in Texas. Yes, I sure did. He was down with Boosie Badass. Oh, God. Yes, Nisha Marsh. 4,000. Oh, I gotta turn on the light. Oh, shoot. Hold on. It's gonna be dark for a second. Because can't turn on that light. All right, y'all. I'm indoors now. Whew, child. I'm like Mr. Rogers from the neighborhood. About to switch out. Switch out. Okay. And sip my coffee. All right, guys. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna put the tripod on. But yeah, so 4,000. That's the luxury apartments in the city. But that's not in every borough in New York. Queens is expensive, but not like some places would be almost 4,000. But I would say more in the 3,000s for like a luxury apartment. I was finding a lot of apartments 2,500. 2,500 was an average. I would say between 22 and 25 was like an average. And sometimes the utilities would be included, and sometimes they not. Oh, yes. Took them wet socks off. Let me see what y'all saying. You said, Revel King, how many fights have you been in your life, and was it always over a dude? When was the last one? I never fought for a guy in my life. I've fought guys, but I've never fought for a guy. Sorry. Is that a bad answer? Okay, Black Love 17. You can't eat corn muffins anymore? I need to wash my hands. Wait, I have some sanitizer. And where's my tripod? I'm never prepared. I wanted to wash my hands though. You said 4,000 for rent. You could get a 4-bedroom house for about 1,200 to 1,400 out here. Why you think I was trying to leave? And why you think, sis, why you think I was trying to leave? It ain't shit out here. Don't think because I'm here, I want to be here. I don't. I'm regretting the fact that I even came back. I should have just stuck it out and struggled in Texas, even without my daughter's social security card. Even with all my stuff being at my mom's, I should have just said fuck it on some real shit. Because then I wouldn't be going through what I'm going through now. Give me 1 second, y'all. Because my hands feel like COVID-19. I know some people still don't believe in it, but it's better to be safe than sorry. I see all the vagabonds that be out there. Yeah, that way. And I want to eat my corn muffin and talk to y'all. Kathy B says, Burr, I know you are cold. I'm under heat and blanket working. Yes, I'm cold. My feet is frozen. I don't know why I went out. I should have came back up, but I was being lazy because we up here on the 3rd floor. I was like, I'm not going back upstairs to go get no other shoes. I'm out here, forget. Gotta stop being lazy. You said 3 ain't an apartment out here charging 4,000. I'm trying to tell you. And the apartments don't be about nothing. They don't be about nothing. I'm trying to tell y'all. So, yeah, we got to get this Black empowerment popping. This is the time. Anybody that has ideas for a business, this is your time to make it happen. I got plans, y'all. I'm spending my money properly this time. Watch. I need y'all to watch this. Watch the glow up. Watch how we all gonna win from this. Just fucks with me. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let me see what else. Leonard Green says, nah, that's crappy. You live in a shoebox. You really can't have a wardrobe. So, yeah, that's a prison cell. Yeah, it is. And some of these apartments don't be having no windows. They want to sell you apartments that have one window. Like one window in the whole place. I can't live like this. Oh, man, my calorie shelf fell. I can't live like this forever. It's going to be a time I'm going to get sick of this shit. And I want to live where I have my own, even renting a house down south. You get a yard to have, you know what I mean? It's different. I like that type of living. The calm, the quiet. I don't need a lot of people chilling on the block and all of that. That shit don't excite me no more. I don't know if it ever really excited me. But I would love to be a visitor of New York. I don't want to be a resident. And I'm from here. I got New York tatted on my arm, y'all. Let me show y'all. Can I pin the camera to my arm? It's backwards. Say I love New York though. That's supposed to be the Statue of Liberty. But yeah. Excuse the mess on the floor. That's my socks and my slippers that I just took off. I'm gonna clean that up. I'm gonna clean that. I'm gonna mop the floors today, clear my energy, and then go to this appointment. Let me see what y'all saying. No place over here that will remind me of NYC toasted corn muffins. Really? It's Dunkin' Donuts, sis. I didn't go to the bodega. I don't really like this bodega over here. They food is mediocre. I never finish it. Every time I get a sandwich from there, bacon, egg, and cheese or something, it's mediocre, and I eat half of it. Nisha Marsh says, Mo and Vaughn is a testament to the power of the tongue. Sorry to see young men lose their life over pride. It's in the high 80s today. Ooh, I'm jealous. Man, you see what I got on? You talking about 80 degrees? But I ain't mad at you. I'm happy that y'all enjoy the weather you live in. I'm not enjoying this shit at all. I don't know what the benefits of living in a cold climate is. What's the benefits of this shit? Good morning, Callie. Grand Rising. Grand Rising, Midnight Green. Black Love 17 said, girl, that's how I felt the first time I got to Maryland. Nice and quiet and calm. Spacious too, right? This hustle and bustle is for people that's not used to it. Because when you live through this, after a while, it's like, I just want to walk. I just want to get to work in peace without getting hounded by five to seven people about money, about, feeling threatened. Even in Penn Station yesterday, it was quite a few episodes of schizophrenia. People with real mental health issues that need help are not getting the help they need. They put them on the streets. Meanwhile, it's a bunch of vacant apartments in New York City, in Manhattan. A lot of vacant luxury apartments. Because I told y'all, a lot of people left. I might have to move to Manhattan. What's up, Justin Maurice? Thank you for tuning in. Jerron, you said, I'm from Florida. I can't imagine being in New York. Cold weather and smell buildings. Thank you. Yeah, I went to Florida with my son, my oldest son, when he was like 10. He was playing football. They went for the championship in Florida. In, Polk County. What was that? It was like Tampa. Kissimmee. It's outside of Tampa. When I tell you, it was so nice. And then me and one of the parents took a ride to Orlando. Oh, Orlando. It's in between Orlando and Tampa, somewhere in there. But we was meeting people out there. We met some guys, all type. Like, I had a good time that week. Even though I had my son with me, we still got to slide and leave the kids with the teen moms. Because listen, some of them parents didn't even come on a trip with their kids. Some of them just sent their kids out there. I was like, I'm not sending my son, even though he's 10, he's still a baby. He's 18 and he's still a baby. So, anyway, and he's here now because he got to come with me to this appointment. But people sent their kids to Florida. I was like, I'm going. But then once we, wound the kids down, they had a designated teen mom that was chaperoning for the kids. So once the kids was in bed, we was like, she got a rental. We was out. Yo, Orlando was nice. Walmart was lit. We went to Walmart. Niggas ran down on us. Soon as we pulled in the parking lot, it was guys that came to the car like, who that? Who that? I'm like, Florida was lit. When it was time to come back to New York, mind you, we went in December, early December, because I remember it was before Christmas. We went early December. We was swimming in the pool. I get back to New York. We literally was crying. When we landed back in New York and I saw it was raining, and I know it was cold because it was December, I swear, me and my son both looked at each other like, Take us back to Florida. Remember that, Makai? He sleep. Justin Marie says vacant luxury apartments all over Manhattan. Word up, sis. I never would have thought that. Look it up. I'm not lying. Google it. Google it. Put it in the search engine in YouTube. It's a lot of vacant apartments in Manhattan. Leonard Green says, yeah, you would love the South if you want your own space. There's plenty of land for it, and you can party in the South. You're only bored if you're as a boring person. Right. I'm not boring. I will make anywhere lit. So that's why I said I don't have to stay in New York. And this video that I was watching, I'm getting tired of these pink nails, by the way. I think I'm about to change the color today. It's making me feel like it's not my vibe right now. Anyway, though, this video, the lady was saying, one of the ladies that they was interviewing, she was like, all the reasons why I came to New York is gone. Is no reason to be here anymore because I came here for this and this is not happening, so I am going. Okay? And that's how I feel. I didn't come here for this. I grew up in this and I want to leave this shit right where it is and start something new with a new smell of air. Just different. It's different air, different places. You just be like, ooh, I like this down south air because this northern air is a bunch of fucking toxicity. Let me see what y'all saying. Black Love 17 said that's the disgusting part. All those empty buildings and people living on the streets, they can come to an understanding. Too crazy. Yeah, they came to an understanding, all right. Y'all gotta see, because you're not in New York, you don't see a lot of the local news. I told y'all, when you go to the shelter, because I tried to apply for the shelter last year and they declined my application. They said, oh, you have relatives you could live with. It's because the homeless crisis is so crazy. A lot of people got their apartments that way by going to the shelter if they had kids and they live with their parents, and it's like, all right, I can't afford an apartment the regular way, so I'm gonna go to the shelter to get a voucher so I can get an apartment. That's what I tried to do. It didn't work. Anyway, so they gave me a voucher, but they gave me a voucher that landlords don't want to take. What they do is the shelter is not a communal setting like what it sounds like. It's not a large room with a bunch of beds. They put you up in a hotel or a motel. They give you a room. It's just that the room is not a normal room. If there's a family shelter, like I had a family of 5, or it was supposed to be a 5, it was 2 bunk beds and a crib in the room. It wasn't a full size or queen size beds. It was 2 bunk beds, so that means everybody got to sleep separately, and a crib for my baby. They make sure that you put the baby in a crib because it's dangerous. Them floors is not like a regular hotel room. They don't have no carpeting. The floors of the motel is like ceramic or some shit, like that hard material. You know what I'm talking about? Like if you fall wrong, you're gonna break a bone type shit. And it's structured a little differently. So one side of the motel is for the homeless residents, and then the other side is for people that's just coming to smash and leave or whatever they doing. So yeah, I'm glad I went through these experiences. I'm not embarrassed about it because it taught me a lot. It made me open my eyes to see what this world is about. I never grew up in nothing like that. My mother never had me in no situations like that, even though I'm not knocking anybody that has, because I get it now as a parent. What I'm trying to say is, so now that the homeless crisis has gotten so bad with COVID-19, a lot of the luxury hotels that had to close down for COVID for regular patrons, they had to start housing the homeless population. So they're using these luxury hotels in Manhattan in the nice ritzy areas where people actually live in apartment buildings in the area. Those residents started getting upset because of the riffraff that's in the neighborhood now. So that was another news video, whatever, that I saw on YouTube. I don't remember what news channel that was now, but it was New York news. And it's just fucked up. And so when I apologized to Reem for making him feel bad, I told y'all I love Detroit. I went there before. I felt the vibe, but I also know the issues of Detroit. Detroit is corrupted. Detroit has a lot of areas that need work. And that's what's going to end up happening to New York City. Detroit was a big city just like New York. And look what happened to it. Same type of shit is going to happen to New York. I'm not making this up. This has been projected by white folks. White people. Let me see what y'all saying. You said one thing I like about NYC girls, they ain't scared to holler at dudes though. That shit is dope to me, especially when NYC girls out of town. Oh, I'm one NYC girls that don't do that. But okay. Revelo Kane says, could you try maybe some yellow nails that are real long, kind of like your usual ones? And what made you want to get those shorter ones? I really wanted to get them shorter than this. When I went to get my nails done, I said, can you give me an acrylic overlay just to give it a little tiny length? And they did this and was like, this is okay? This is okay? And I was like, oh, man. And I had a moment. I could have got them longer, but I said no. I should have got them shorter, but I said no. I'm bipolar when it comes to things. The other day, I just did my whole head over. The locks wasn't that bad. They was the shorter look. They looked more like real locks. But a couple of them fell out, and I was like, oh, hell no. I'm doing the whole shit over. Bipolar. Leonard Green says, and it would be easier for you to get a car, too. You definitely want a car in the South. Exactly. I'm tired of this shit. I didn't know that hotels did that. Yes. You know how many hotels? You think that it's a hotel and you go to check in because you don't check in hotels, so you don't know. See, I know because I've been going through it this past year. I've been paying for Airbnbs and hotels randomly when I don't want to stay at my mom's or my brother got company or whatever. I just need to sleep in a bed on my own terms. I've bought several hotels and Airbnbs this past year. It's a hotel by the Van Wyck in, I guess that's Jamaica. That's Jamaica going towards Richmond Hills. Oh, shit, almost missed the hole. I walked up to get a hotel. It was one night I didn't have my kids. I was by myself. Listen, this was not about me smashing guys either. I was getting hotels and Airbnbs and staying in that shit by myself. Now, let me set that disclaimer. So I woke up and they was like, oh, no, ma'am, this is not a motel. It's a big ass hotel. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is a shelter. I was like, oh, okay. See, I don't know because if you don't experience things, you're not going to know. That should be saying Wayside Motel and have a gang full of residents that are homeless. And I hate to call them homeless because they're not vagabonds homeless. They're homeless because they don't have a home of their own. You understand? That's my predicament. I'm not a vagabond, but I'm staying in my mother's home. So that makes me feel homeless. You feel what I'm telling you? So, and a lot of these people are city workers. These people be having good jobs. These people be coming to the hotel because you got to check in the Bronx. If you want to get these services, you got to go to the Bronx shelter. It's the main shelter. People was coming with scrubs. They coming with they city worker uniforms with their whole family. I seen a lady come with 5 kids by herself. They was dressed to the nines. All her kids look clean. I seen a white girl with 3 babies, a 2-year-old and a set of twins in 2 car seats by herself. No man, no help. That's what New York City is, y'all. Not all this glamorous shit y'all thinking it is. Okay? Let me see what y'all saying. Yes, hit the like button. Thank you, Black Love 17. I want a little bit of my corn muffin. Jerron Miller says, you experience all these painful obstacles make you mentally stronger. Yeah, I really hope you get out of there. Thank you, Jerron Miller. That's why I'm so harsh. I don't want to be this harsh. I don't want to speak this harshly. I don't want to come off aggressively, but I have no choice but to because You got to know how to move in a room full of vultures out here. Or you're going to get ran over real quick. And I mean that respectfully. As the young folks say, respectfully. FBA 97. Ali, I saw that picture you posted in that red dress. Meme. Thank you. That was the young me. I was like either 29 or 30. That's when I was feeling myself. For real, for real. The end of my 20s, early 30s. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. I ain't mean to get your foot. Yeah. I got a little bit of your foot for a second in my video. You said, have you considered Cali living, Justin? Isn't Cali expensive? Are you crazy? You think I'm going from one expensive place to the next? Texas, all day, baby. Texas. Where else? Texas is lit. Texas is the new Atlanta. And not just Houston. Austin, Dallas. Now, it's crime there too now. We see the crime going on, but you gotta know where to go. Oh, Big C, you said, what's up, melanated black people? I didn't see that comment. My fault. I'm missing some comments. TB Judah Line says, you need a car in the South. The bus takes forever. Facts. But I seen the buses running in where I was in Southwest Houston. Sorry. You know, calling my friends are messy, but I'm hungry. Yes, Black Love 17. That's the crazy part. NYC, you could be homeless and working. Yeah. More people than you think. Some people don't admit that shit. I've met a lot of people in New York. And when you hear their story, you be like, damn, God bless you. People be out here really working 16-hour shifts, 7 days a week. No breaks. Just to pay for one of these expensive shoe boxes. For what? For what? Just to say you live in New York City? This is a piece of shit. No offense. Respectfully, it's a piece of shit. You can't even be an adult out here. You can't even adult successfully. So what does that do to your psyche as you know you're grown because you're of age, but you can't really move like an adult the way you want to because of lack of funds. That's a hellhole. This is hell. They don't call it the rotten apple for nothing. Why is the apple so significant in New York? Why was the apple so significant in the Bible? Devilish shit. Poisonous shit. Temptation. All type of shit that we don't need to be around. You come, it's just like Sin City. You come to visit, no offense, because I will live in Vegas. Not necessarily by the casinos, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. Listen. What I'm trying to say is certain areas is good to visit. You don't have to necessarily live right there in the epicenter. You understand? Now the outskirts of New York, yeah. But not in the city, not in the boroughs. I don't want to live in the boroughs no more. It doesn't move me. I'm not a young person that's wanting to party or even during the pandemic try to find the party because people still been partying through this pandemic with shit clothes, all of that. People still been trying to, they have these underground spots. You said that's how it was in Virginia when I stayed there. A whole hotel full of homeless, mostly black, at least where I was at. Exactly. So when it bothers me when people make fun of people with Section 8. It bothers me when people make fun of people that had to have low-income housing. Now, I will say, if you stay in that predicament for 20 years or more, then yeah, now you may not have utilized your potential, but I'm still not going to judge you. Stop judging people with low-income housing because you don't know what the fuck they had to do to get that shit. Because it ain't given freely like you think it is. It sounds good, but it ain't good. And even when you live in them hotels, it's not easy. Your kids have to go to school on time. They have to be passing their classes. They ask for their report cards. They're very intrusive. Anytime you deal with anything funded from the city, the state, they are in your business like the IRS. You can't get nothing past these motherfuckers. It's not easy. So we gonna stop being judgmental because you don't know what people had to do to get there, because it ain't a treat and a thrill. Oh yeah, they rent might be $100 or less a month. But do you know that they had to go report to a shelter for a year or maybe 2 years just to get that apartment? Do you know that they had a curfew? Do you know that they kids had to eat the fucking shelter food because maybe it's times they couldn't afford to buy food out? Y'all don't know what people got to go through. But we judge people all the time when we get a little good job and we think we better than the next black person. Oh, I'm better than you. You on public assistance. Get off of food stamps. You see all these memes. Oh, y'all, my tax money is paying for your food stamps. But these be the same motherfuckers asking who's selling food stamps. Like, y'all gotta stop. Be in support of black people. Stop being judgmental. Enough is enough. Let me see what y'all saying. These comments don't always pop up. I gotta keep going back into the chat. You said, what up, C? I see you, no pun intended. Thank you, Nisha Marsh. Hit that like button. Lennon said, you still look like the same me, goddess. Dope pic. Thank you. Kinda. I changed a little. Charlotte, North Carolina metro area is growing now, too, I heard. Oh, really? I heard Charlotte was really nice. Leonard Green says, wow, are you serious? No lie, working and still homeless? Amazing. Not just working for the city or the state. I've seen people that were like correction officers or like, not correction officers because they make good money. I would say like school safety officers because they start at a little over $30,000 a year. That's what they start them at. I was supposed to do school safety. I never took the job. I'm not going through no police training. Y'all being all intrusive for me to start at no $15 and something cents in New York City. For me to go still be homeless. Y'all could kiss my motherfucking ass. Like I said, you see people with scrubs coming on and they may be medical assistants, CNAs, you know, medical professionals that are not on a high tier, but they still are valuable. They still are necessary. They still are needed. They should still be able to get affordable housing without having to go to a shelter for months to years. But, oh, you're not valuable because you don't have a degree. You're not valuable because you don't make a certain amount of money a year. You're not valuable. And that's the problem with black people that I can't take. Stop making people feel invaluable. Just like white folks. You do the same shit. Who's gonna take care of shit? Because y'all don't do nothing. Once you up here, who's gonna handle all the menial work? Show people some respect so the work could be done. Somebody gotta do it. Do you know CNAs? There's a lack of CNAs. Again, I was working at the New York State Veterans Home. These are veterans that should never have to beg to get their diaper changed when they was out there putting themselves on the front line. And they sitting there and they telling me, I'm a clerk, answer the phone, see what they want. Because the nurses don't want to do it. The CNAs don't want to do it. Because they're low staff. They already got a bunch of patients to deal with. Shit ain't right out here, man. FBA Nigel said NYC is a marketplace. That is now supposed to be a jumpstart economy for immigrants to gain enough funds to establish elsewhere in the future. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a marketplace, but a lot of the brick and mortar places are closing. So why do you need to be in New York City? It's so much I want to tell you, but we're going to have to do a private Zoom. TV Judah Line says, I stayed in NYC for a week. I felt like fish bait. Nice guy. If you're in NYC and you're not wealthy or an immigrant, you won't prosper. You just gonna be struggling or surviving. Not just being an immigrant, being a resident here too. The FBAs, I'm not saying all of them. A lot of them had to take their talents elsewhere to make it. A lot of the people I know grew up with left New York City to make it somewhere else. Period. Era Black TV says, God is loose question. Did you ever eat at a restaurant called the Flamingo on Rockaway Boulevard? The Flamingo. No, I never ate there. That's in Queens? What's up, Superstar Bella? You said our ancestors work for free. People who need help deserve it. Thank you. You see them? That's why I want to start community farms. Even if we got to start off small and get a little piece of land and then build up to land to build housing on. But we need these farms. Listen, buy black only Friday is going to be on November 27th, and I might extend it to the 28th because there's a lot of these businesses that they're promoting their stuff on that day as well, but I can promote it for them. But stay tuned, y'all. If anybody wants to help with this, let me know. Like I said, I'm going to buy my MacBook so that I have a better quality system because the laptop I'm working on is terrible. The sound is always terrible. It always drops. I don't want it to be janky. I want everything to be right. I'm going to keep practicing with the Streamlabs so that I can put up scenes, you know, add people into the stream, whatever I got to do. I'm going to figure it out, though. Let me see what you're saying. Justin Maurice says, a lot of people don't rebound from homelessness, unfortunately. Homelessness can sometimes cause a downward spiral. Problems start to mount up, and reversing a situation can be very challenging. Say it again for the people in the back. So, do y'all understand why so many people in New York City have this type of attitude? Do you know how many people have had to live in public housing or NYCHA public housing, have vouchers or whatever? Because a voucher is not only public housing. You could use a voucher for a regular apartment, or you might get a landlord that owns a house that wants to take that will accept the voucher. So it's not just limited to the projects or low income housing with the voucher. Let me see. Leonard Green says, I don't judge anyone because you never know how your life may end up. You're dropping those truth bombs today. That's all I'm saying. I have no reason to sit on here in front to y'all like my life is glamorous. If my life was glamorous, it would show. That's not the case. I have a lot of work to do, but I also am accomplishing things. So I cannot feel but so bad. And I'm not going to feel bad to where I can't speak my truth. You understand? Because y'all going to see the turnaround. When you work at something, and I'm manifesting it through my candles. When you work at something, it's going to come to fruition. But I'm going to take a few more comments and wrap this up because I need to get ready for this appointment. FBA Nigel says FBA reverse migrated south due to the level economic sabotage post-integration. Exactly. That's exactly what they did. They went right back. Why you think Atlanta got so lit? Hey, Akeem the Great. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, TP Judah Lion. I appreciate the love. FBA Nigel says, y'all notice soon as FBA migrated back south, that's when the South took over hip-hop. That's food for thought for my West Indian people. I guess, if you say so. Yeah, so I want y'all to wish me luck. Thank y'all. I got the same amount of likes as people in the chat. I love y'all so much for tuning in. I may go live later. It's Friday night. I'm trying to see my kids tonight or tomorrow, so. But actually, I might work tomorrow. I gotta figure this out. Justin Maurice says, the homelessness in Philadelphia is blatant and right in your face. Soon as you get out of the terminal, black men are laid out right in the street, sleeping in front of McDonald's and all. And again, this is city to city. They got Skid Row in Cali. They got, you know, the homeless tent population in Vegas. They got, I'm sure, homeless people in Houston. It's homeless people everywhere. Okay? And it's fucked up because we getting into the winter months. I would be damned to be homeless up north. Oh no, I'm gonna have to take my talent somewhere else. But it's hard to get a flight if you're homeless. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have your ducks in a row. You don't have a bank account. A lot of these people don't have their birth certificates, social security cards, and stuff like that. So they can't get services. I told y'all, being homeless, you can't just be homeless with nothing. You have to have a reason why you're homeless. You have to show documentation. Okay? A lot of times they want you to have a public assistance case. Well, you have to have documentation in order to get a public assistance case. Do you know how hard it is to get your documentation sometimes for people that's of a certain age group, or you don't know, where you were born at? It's not as simple as you think to be, to live in poverty. It's not just that simple as people think. Oh, they choose that. That's their mindset. But sometimes you get so sucked in and don't know or have the answers on where to turn. And this virus is making everything thrice as hard than it was before. Yes, have a good Friday, Black Love 17. FBA Nigel says, I threw that one out there. Thank you, Kathy B. I thank y'all so much. I need the luck. I need the prayers. I need the good wishes. Because I got a doozy. This is a doozy. This is a situation, y'all. Like that whole situation with me and my children's father, the fact that I have an open case, the fact that he has a restraining order against me. When I applied for this apartment, because he was on my case, I had to put him on the application. So now they called my number. I have an appointment, but now I have to explain to them that he's no longer on the application. And I hope they don't dig too deep into why. Just say, oh, we're not together anymore. Things change. It's just going to be me and my kids. And hopefully that will work. But again, you always got to have a plan B. But I'm putting it out that this is my apartment. I'm claiming it. I already visualized myself there. You know what I'm saying? Lit my candle. Thank you, Leonard Green. You said Kensington and Philly is some shit from a movie. Aaliyah, YouTube drugs in Kensington, Philly. Oh, wow. Okay, I will. I don't know nothing about Philly. Nisha Marsh says, I'm over here thinking it was Saturday. Shaking my head. I'm too ready for the weekend. Damn shame. Not yet, sis. It's Friday. One more day. But it's the weekend still. So again, y'all, I'll be back soon. Again, I'm manifesting this today, so I'll see how I feel about after this interview. I might want to get my nails changed. Just the color. That's like what, $10? $20? I'm not feeling this pink right now. I'm feeling a darker tone. Like I'm in a dark, it's muggy outside. It's fall. It's almost winter. This pink is making me feel like a little kid now. Anyway, y'all, I love y'all. Thank you, Black Love 17. Say, I'll sprinkle some pixie dust for you stepping into your new place. Thank you. Even if it's just for the year, and because like I said, I really want to leave. But that's not going to stop me from taking these trips, child. We going to do our party bus still. But I'm going to give some time for us to get ourselves together and see what's going on with this COVID-19. And now's definitely not the time because everything is shutting down. So we don't want to be on the roads right now. We're going to wait, especially after this presidential inauguration. So we're going to have to definitely do it after January. But I definitely want to see y'all. Thank you, Justin Maurice. You say good luck. Yes, stay black, FBA Nigel. Nisha Marsh, Jerron Miller. Neek Emerald says, Chicago goes on lockdown Monday, November 16th. Mayor Lori Lightfoot talking about canceling Thanksgiving gatherings. She stated only your household members should gather. I told y'all this is what they doing. They said it on a commercial. It's a McCormick commercial that said, oh, even though you can't be with your and this was weeks ago I saw this. Even though you can't be with your loved ones on the holidays, you can still use your family recipes. So it was basically saying like a recipe seasoning commercial. Like, whatever, bitches. We gonna do what the fuck we want to do. Try some green nail polish. Ooh, like an emerald green, money green. I'm feeling that vibe. Midnight Green says, you have a strong constitution and positive attitude. You will achieve all your goals. In the end, you will be a better, stronger you. May the Most High continue to bless you. Oh, thank you so much for the positive words. I needed that. And Neek Emerald, you said 30-day lockdown. That's 30 days? Oh, nah. Y'all better be prepared for anything. That's crazy. Now, let me finish eating my corn muffin, y'all. Kathy B, I got my ticket to Houston and I'm going. Yes, sis. That's what I'm talking about. I want to see all of y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank you for always, tuning in and being a supporter of what I got to say. Again, let me know. Hit my email. Any black businesses you want me to promote. I'm getting the graphics together because I want to promote it right. Have a nice graphic for it. To reel people in, to promote it for real. Not just go live. I want to pre-plan it so that people know this is the date, this is the time. No excuses. Shut up, FBA Nigel. Y'all gotta watch my Instagram for that. I'll try to throw little stuff on my community, but mostly my Instagram. My Facebook got a lot of old pictures. So y'all could, follow me. It's Aaliyah Khadijah on Facebook, even though I want to deactivate that page so bad. Anyway, I love y'all. I'm out of here. Be one.